Alex Turner has it all this Christmas season. A beautiful wife named Emily, 3 lovely children named Jack, Lily, and Mia, and his pride and joy, a cozy family restaurant called Alex's Place. With just a few days left until the big holiday, Alex has everything prepared to create the perfect Christmas. However, everything suddenly changes when Emily reveals that she has been having an affair with Chris Evans, Alex's best friend. Gather around, dear audience, to hear a tale of love, betrayal, and second chances that will move you as much as a snow globe on Christmas Eve. Enjoy the story. Alex Turner has it all this Christmas season. A beautiful wife named Emily, 3 lovely children, and his pride and joy. Greg's Place, a cozy family restaurant into which he has poured his heart for the past decade. With just a few days left until the big holiday, Alex is in the mood for Father Christmas. His apartment is filled with carefully wrapped gifts and festive decorations. He even spared no expense to hire Santa Claus to surprise and delight Jack, Lily, and little Mia on Christmas morning. But Alex's perfect holiday is about to collapse like an undercooked souffle. As he sits on the couch admiring his Christmas handiwork, Emily walks in with a severe and tense expression. "Greg, we need to talk," she says bluntly, sitting on the armchair's edge. "I've been having an affair." Alex's jaw drops as his perfect life begins to crumble before his eyes. Emily, his college sweetheart and the mother of his children, was in the arms of another man. Unbelievable. "It's been going on for months," Emily continues, twisting her wedding ring. "I didn't mean for it to happen, but I love him, Greg. Chris and I are getting married." Anger and despair tear through Greg's heart. Chris Hannigan, the friend he called close, the one with whom he had watched Presario games and drank beer for years. "How could you do this to me, to our family?" Alex says through choked sobs. "What about all we've been through together and the kids?" "The kids will be fine," Emily says coldly. "Better than fine. Chris is a wonderful man and he loves them like his own. I'll be getting full custody and keep the house and the car. It's only fair. You have your little restaurant to lean on." The gifts and sparkling lights now mock Alex as his family and future slip from his grasp. All his meticulous Christmas plans now feel as meaningless as his marriage sham. First, his wife, now his kids, and now his home. What else did Emily plan to take from him? In pain and defeat, Alex packs a few clothes into a suitcase, hugs his golden retriever Biscuit, and drives through the light snowfall to a small house in the countryside, 2 hours from the city. Though heartbroken, he knows he needs to give Emily space right now. But as the city lights fade in the rearview mirror, Alex silently vows to fight for his children, no matter what. They are his whole world. The following weeks pass in a fog of depression for Greg. Between curling up on the lumpy sofa at the rustic little house, and sometimes catching a few restless hours on the old leather chair at Greg's Place, he feels directionless, adrift. Even his beloved restaurant, once his pride and joy, no longer holds its appeal. New trendy restaurants and bars have sprung up around the area, siphoning off Alex's loyal customers with their hip small plates and artisanal cocktail hours. As Alex pokes at a reheated lasagna and sips whiskey in the cramped office, his assistant manager Rachel pokes her head in, her brown ponytail swinging with concern. "Greg, the vegetable order arrived, and they forgot the arugula again. What do you want me to do?" she asks. Alex shrugs indifferently. "I don't know, Lori, just handle it. I trust you. Decide what's best." Rachel bites her lip, clearly worried about her boss's uncharacteristic apathy. "Okay, I'll take care of it. But Greg, I'm worried about you. I've never seen you like this. Is there anything I can do to help?" "Unless you can turn back time and stop my wife from hooking up with my deceitful old friend," Alex says bitterly. "I'll be fine, Lori, I just need time." But time is something Alex doesn't have. That weekend, his friends Tom and Chris drag him to a sauna session at the sports club, hoping to snap him out of his funk. As the thick, hot steam swirls around them, Alex finally opens up, venting his anger and heartbreak to his sympathetic friends. "I don't understand," Alex laments, his face flushed with heat and emotion. "We had a good marriage. At least I thought so. How could Emily throw it all away like this, And with Chris Evans. Tom gives Greg a hearty and reassuring pat on the shoulder. Forget that cheating woman. You deserve better. It's her loss. Easy for you to say. Alex mutters. You're not the one starting over at 45. I'm going to be one of those sad divorced guys, eating microwave dinners every night and trying to impress young waitresses. No, a handsome guy like you, they'll be lining up, Chris says. But hey, speaking of hot ladies, what about your assistant manager? Rachel, right? Don't tell me you haven't noticed her. Hey, she's my employee, Alex protests. I can't think about her that way, it's not right. Chris shakes his head. Always the Boy Scout, Gregory. I'm just saying she seems to care a lot about you, and honestly, with how down you've been lately, she's probably the only thing keeping your restaurant from going under. Tom chuckles. Yeah, no offense, but with how distracted you've been lately, I bet even the dishwasher could run Greg's place better than you. An idea sparks in Mike's mind. Hey, that's it. I have an idea to snap you out of it and save your restaurant simultaneously. Let's make a little wager. If your dishwasher can't turn $1 million profit next month, you must sell Greg's place, walk away, and start fresh without looking back. Alex feels his stomach knot at the thought of selling the restaurant, his life's work. But Emily's betrayal has battered his fighting spirit, and a part of him wonders if his friends are right. It may be time to cut his losses and move on. $1 million in a month? No way, Alex says. All right, I'm in. The next day, Alex gathers all the restaurant staff for a meeting. The servers, chefs, and bussers look anxious as they gather, awaiting bad news. I know there have been a lot of rumors going around about the future of Greg's place, he begins seriously. And the truth is, I haven't been at my best lately. I've been dealing with some personal issues that have taken me away from what matters, this restaurant and all of you. Fortunately, I have a solution. He continues. I'm going to take a break to recharge and get back on track, and while I'm away, I'm putting Marissa in charge. A murmur ripples through the room as Alex points to a stout woman in a grease-stained apron. Marissa has been the dishwasher for years, but she has a mysterious past as a former convict, and everyone knows it. Marissa has been with us since day one, and I have complete faith in her, Alex says, smiling gratefully at Marissa. She knows this place inside and out. I trust her completely to keep the restaurant running smoothly in my absence. As the shocked staff returns to their duties, Greg's mother, Helen, pulls him aside, her face etched with worry. Gregory, have you lost your mind? She whispers fiercely. Leaving a former felon in charge of your restaurant. Think of the liability. Mom, you always said I needed to see the best in people, Alex says calmly. Marissa has paid her dues, and she's been reliable ever since. She deserves a second chance. Helen purses her lips. I just hope you know what you're doing, son. Alex hopes so too. As Alex finishes packing his suitcase for the impromptu getaway, there's a soft knock at the office door. Rachel pokes her head in, a tentative smile on her face. Hey, boss. Just wanted to let you know everything is set for your trip, she says. Marissa has the kitchen under control, orders are placed, and I'll ensure the front of house runs smoothly. You focus on relaxing and recharging. Alex feels a wave of gratitude for his loyal and capable assistant. Lori, I can't thank you enough for keeping things running while I'm gone, he says. I know I haven't been easy to work with lately, but I appreciate your support. I don't know what I'd do without you. Rachel ducks her head shyly, her cheeks flushing prettily. Oh, it's nothing, she says softly. You've been going through a tough time. I'm just glad I can help lighten the load. An idea suddenly strikes Greg. Hey, why don't you come with me? He yells. God knows you need a break after putting up with me these past few weeks. I could use a friendly face around. Rachel's eyes widen in surprise. Oh, Greg, that's so kind of you to offer, she stammers. But are you sure? I don't want to be a bother. I insist, Alex says firmly. Consider it a reward for excellent work. Now go home and pack. Our flight leaves in 3 hours. As Alex watches Rachel leave with an excited smile, he feels lighter than he has in weeks. This trip may be what he needs to shake off the gloom of his divorce and find joy in life again. and having Rachel along certainly wouldn't hurt. The gorgeous girl had cascading brown hair, sparkling green eyes, and alluring curves. Alex had always kept things strictly professional between them, but he'd be lying if he said he hadn't noticed her charms. What's wrong with wanting a little companionship after all he's been through? Alex and Rachel's island adventure feels like a romantic comedy. They sip frozen margaritas on white sandy beaches, snorkel in crystal-clear turquoise waters, and watch the sun set into the sea each evening, painting the sky with brilliant streaks of orange and pink. Away from the stress and heartbreak of daily life, Alex feels the knots of tension gradually loosen from his shoulders. As he and Rachel talk and laugh over candlelit dinners and moonlit walks, he sees her in a new light. Rachel is brilliant, with mischievous humor that makes Alex laugh out loud, and beneath her lively exterior is a depth and sensitivity that surprises him. As they share stories of their pasts and dreams for the future, Alex realizes they have a lot in common. Like him, Rachel is passionate about food and the service industry, driven to succeed by her journey from a small-town diner to the big city. And like him, she has been hurt by love before, her heart broken by a string of boyfriends who never appreciated the incredible woman she is. One night, their attraction finally ignites under a starry sky and a bottle of rum. Alex can't say who made the first move, but suddenly, they're in each other's arms, lips locked in a passionate kiss. They stumble back to Alex's hotel room in a flurry of touches and discarded clothes, losing themselves in the euphoric feel of skin against skin. All thoughts of Emily and his old life fade away. For the first time in months, he feels alive, desired, whole. Rachel isn't just a comfort or a balm for his wounded ego. She's a new beginning, a second chance at happiness, and Alex is determined to seize it with both hands. As their magical vacation ends, Alex and Rachel return home invigorated and excited for the future. But when they arrive at Greg's place, they're shocked to see the parking lot packed with cars. A line of eager customers stretches from the door halfway down the street. "What the hell?" Alex mutters as he and Rachel squeeze inside. The restaurant has been completely transformed. Marissa has replaced the casual diner style with a cozy farmhouse aesthetic, with checkered curtains, mason jar flowers, and chalkboard menus advertising hearty favorites. Servers bustle between tables in red and white plaid shirts and denim aprons, carrying plates of fried chicken, casseroles, and towering apple pies. "Greg, can you believe it?" Marissa greets them with a flower-dusted hug. "The new homestyle concept has been a huge hit. We've been packed since reopening last week. I've never seen the place this busy." Alex shakes his head in amazement as he looks around at the happy diners enjoying their meals. Marissa's cooking had tapped into a nostalgic comfort that drew families, couples, and colleagues looking for an unpretentious taste of home. With its warm, friendly atmosphere and generous portions, Greg's place finally had a clear identity to compete with the trendier spots. Alex supports Marissa's vision in the following weeks, working with her and Rachel to refine the menu, train the staff, and promote the newly improved Greg's place. Marissa even enrolled in cooking classes to sharpen her skills, impressing Alex with her relentless commitment to making the restaurant the best it could be. Little by little, Alex feels his broken heart beginning to heal. The pain of Emily's betrayal would always be there, but it was easier to bear with Rachel by his side and a thriving business to be proud of. Seeing his mother doting on Rachel like a future daughter-in-law, watching his restaurant bustling with customers every night, Alex knew he had been given a precious second chance and was determined not to waste it. A month after his bet with Mike, Alex calls his old friends and invites them to Greg's place to celebrate. After demolishing a table laden with Marissa's famous fried chicken, cornbread, and berry cobbler, Alex can't hide his grin as he shows them the books. The restaurant had netted $1.2 million in profit thanks to Marissa's culinary magic, far exceeding their expectations. Greg's place had become the hottest spot in town, with reservations booked months ago. With his personal life back on track and his heart filled with new love and hope, Alex finally felt ready to close the chapter on his painful past and embrace the bright future ahead. As he raised a glass of champagne and pulled Rachel close, Alex knew he was exactly where he was meant to be. The road ahead wouldn't always be easy, but with a thriving restaurant, loved ones by his side, and a renewed zest for life, he had everything he needed to weather any storm. Alex was finally home. The above story is an emotional journey of breakdown and rebirth. It vividly portrays the complexity and pain of betrayal, while simultaneously demonstrating the power of perseverance and the ability to recover from a crisis. Here are some personal perspectives on the story. 1. Love and betrayal. The story starts with a significant shock for Alex when he discovers his wife, Emily, has betrayed him with his best friend, Chris. This betrayal breaks the family and shakes Alex's trust and stability in life. This situation is relatable to many, as betrayal from someone close always leaves deep scars. 2. Strength of rebuilding. Despite being knocked down by betrayal and loss, Alex doesn't give up entirely. Instead, he seeks ways to overcome the pain and start anew. His friends' help and courage to try new things, such as letting Marissa manage the restaurant, show that sometimes we must trust others and dare to change to find a new path. 3. Second chances and new love. The relationship between Alex and Rachel blossoms from mutual empathy and understanding. The story demonstrates that people can still find love and happiness anew despite suffering and failure. This is a positive message about finding joy and hope again in life. 4. Personal growth. Alex learns to overcome pain, matures, and realizes the value of empathy and trust. He rebuilds his personal life and improves his restaurant, making it a successful and vibrant place. This story is a powerful testament to overcoming hardships and finding happiness again. It reminds us that perseverance and self-belief can help us overcome any challenge, no matter how life pushes us.